Friends, today I'm going to tell you about the CS411 Visual Programming Fundamental Mcqs. So let's start the video. Question number 1: in XAML browser application, how much isolated memory we can use? 512 KB. Which property will be used if we want to restrict the user to don't increase the width of a WFP element from a specific amount? Max width. Next is, which one of the correct syntax for declaring attribute? Obsolete. C slash in C hashtag comments are written using slash slash and slash double asterisk slash. 5. An event that is raised whenever the value of can execute changes is known as can execute changed. And there is also a can execute change, an event that is raised whenever the value of can execute changes. Question 6. Dash is an event that is introduced into an event processing system by an event producer. Raw event. When an attribute value is enclosed in curly braces, the XAML compiler slash parser treats as a n dash rather than a n dash. Markup execution value, comma literal string. Next, HTML is called dash layer, structural layer. CSS is called dash layer, presentation layer. JavaScript is called dash layer, behavioral layer. Shift key is true if the shift key is dash when the event occurs down. Which of the following responses show internal server error? 500. The original name of JavaScript was dash live script. One of the ways to create an instance of a class is system array. Which transform property can help use to flip the element from its center? Render transformation origin. Next is, if we want that stretch property of child element takes the available height of or width of parent and shape of child elements does not change, then we should write stretch equal dash modulus, fill modulus. Next is, when a button makes itself disabled, then the value of focusable property is dash fails. Manipulation completed gets raised after dash is raised for all fingers. Touch up. CSS is a dash language, formatting language. JavaScript code is written inside file having extension dash JS. Which of the following is true about object data providers? This is useful for binding objects which are not designed for binding. Which of the following is true is about is async in context of data binding? This is used to create a data source object in background. Refresh is a predefined building command classified as navigation command. Next is, which of the following is not true about threads? A program can have more than one thread. Which of the following is correct way to start execution of a thread object named as my thread? And the answer is my thread dot start small brackets and semicolon. The best way to implement simple threading in Windows Forms programs is to use the class background worker. Next is, a child window is just like any other top level window, but it automatically gets closed when the parent is closed and minimized when the parent is minimized. Such a window is sometimes called a dash modeless dialog. Next is in .NET, a task that does not return a value is represented by the dash. None of the given options. Next is NTAP progress is handled through an dash interface which is passed to the asynchronous method a parameter IP progress less than T greater than. Next is in navigation windows, the frames are more like an HTML frame. Dash gives the navigation history in navigation-based applications. Journal. URI stands for Uniform Resource Identifier. Next is in Objective-C, which of the following statements can be used to display something in the answer field? Answer fields text dot answer and semicolon. Which of the following is used if we want to add resources in a window? And the answer is less than window data resources greater than less than slash window data resources greater than. Next is if we assign a NS string to a possession for its possession name and then we release the string comma, it will be dash and the answer is destroyed. Next is which of the following is used to set the view to default IB. In context of data binding, when we want to apply both sorting and grouping together, then the rule is that dash sorting will be applied before grouping. What is the word color is given below code UI color symbol power line steric dot comma and another arg and the answer is block variable. Next one dash helps us in provisioning ease of access to data source for data binding data provider. What is the purpose of given below code? Self.view add subview image view and the answer is add the image to this view controllers. What is the purpose of given below code? NS array static folders ns search path for directories in domains ns document directory ns user domain I ask comma yes and semicolon. Answer is get the document folders. Next is which jQuery object is used with the bind function to pass data to an event handling function and the answer is data. Which of the following technologies is not used in AJAX Flash? Next is which function is used to create a cancel button event of dialog box and the answer is on cancel bracket. Next is consider the following code segment button background equal brush new brush converter from system colors window brush to which one of the following is equivalent XAML code and the answer is less than button background equal system colors dot window brush slash greater than. Multi-touch events are categorized into dash and dash. Basic touch events, higher level manipulation events. Next is which of the following components generates an input event. Multi-touch. Using dash requires more overhead than dash because of the extra tracking, dynamic resource, static resource. We use UI element property clip to bounds equal minus fails when dash. We want area of child element is allowed to cross the boundary of parent. Dash is used to perform navigation, hyperlink. To design a complex interface, which of the following technique is best to achieve the required results? Panels composed within panels. Which of the following is not a string format property throughout WPF? And the answer is row header string format. In multi-touch event, an dash ID is assigned to each individual event. Commonly, we have two types of custom command bindings named as dash, and the answer is key bindings and mouse bindings. Which of the following is an example of a tunnel key event? And the answer is preview key down. In context of data binding, dash contains the current item to get it synchronized with the data source. And the answer is list. Next is dash and dash are the two important properties of binding, source and path. Which of the following panels is most powerful, versatile and customizable? Grid panel. Next one is in order to resize the row and column in grid panel dash is used. Grid splitter. And this is your last question. Data binding is about tying together arbitrary net objects. So hope you guys you enjoyed the video. For more updates and videos, subscribe our YouTube channel and press the bell icon. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.